What is going on today, guys? This is Justin with The Digital Life, and today we're going to be looking at one big question, and that is the iPhone 12 mini still worth it in 2022? Today we'll be going over a few key aspects of the iPhone 12 mini to determine the answer to this question. We'll be going over performance, battery life, camera, and form factor. The reason why we'll be going over these four things is because these, in my opinion, are the determining factor for today's decisions about purchases when it comes to technology. iPhone 12 mini, let's go. What is going on today, guys? I wanted to personally welcome you to the channel today. My name is Justin, and I'm here on behalf of The Digital Life, and The Digital Life is here to bring you guys the best reviews, thoughts on tech, and how-to tutorials based all around technology. So if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. Stay tuned for more. Is today still a good day to buy the iPhone 12 mini? And the answer is it depends on what you are looking for as a consumer and what your price is and what you are looking to get out of a cell phone. From using this phone, what you'll immediately notice when you pick it up and put it in your hand is that the phone feels great in the hand and fills up your hand, as did older models such as the iPhone 2G and all the way down the list to the iPhone 6. It's a light phone. It feels great. The casing on the phone is very glossy and smooth, and it feels good in the hand. Over long periods of time, you'll find yourself forgetting it's in your hand, and one-handed use on this phone is what is the main way to use the phone. You'll find that two hands on this phone feels kind of weird, and like, why did I actually use my second hand? What this brings me to the conclusion of, based off of form factor, is that this phone is the ideal phone for people who like that classic, old-fashioned, smart, small phone feel for everyday use and not carrying something around that's too bulky, overwhelming, or may cause problems with a purse, a pocket, or a backpack, or anything like that. So form factor, this is a winning phone. The iPhone 13 mini, which was released this year, is going to be very similar. However, if you are looking for that older 12 style and this color, this would be the way to go. The iPhone 12 mini has dropped in price because of the 13 coming out, but it still begs the question of, is the 12 mini still a good phone? So form factor, it has a 5.4 inch display, and it feels great in your hand, so that answers that. As far as performance, guys, this phone is going to be as good as it gets for the price and for being a one-year-old phone, meaning most tasks, everyday use, and activities like that are going to get the job done just fine. As far as the camera goes, guys, this phone, I would say, is basically, the best way to put it is it gets the job done without really hitting any other marks. And what I mean by that is that the phone itself has a good camera, it still looks good, and there's really next to no zoom on the camera. However, this is also the same as the 13 mini, so if you're looking for something like a better camera, I would suggest ripping off the Band-Aid and going for something like the 12 Pro, 13 Pro, or one of those phones, as the lower end devices still lack the extra zoom. But for those who are looking for the average consumer, this phone does the job and does it just fine. So for camera, guys, that's up to you. For me personally, I have noticed that the zoom has been an issue for me, but that's just somebody who's a tech guy. And at the end of the day, for the average consumer, I wouldn't say it's a huge issue. It is still going to have a battery that is sufficient for most purposes. The phone is going to actually have a 2200 milliamp battery, which for most people is going to get you through the day just fine. I noticed for me, from about 7 a.m. to about 5 p.m., I was able to get through a full day on a full charged battery. If I am a medium user, so it is going to get by for the most part for the average consumer, so I wouldn't worry about battery life. So guys, for the price tag of this phone, I believe this phone is going for $700. I will put it in the description. But for this phone, I think it's a great deal to still buy. Whether or not you're looking for a phone that's older, some people just really like to get that steal of the day and get a great deal on a phone, knowing they walked away saving a lot of money. A lot of carriers are still doing free phones these days, meaning you can probably walk out of the store with a 13 mini or even a 12 mini for next to nothing, or maybe just a couple $100s. So if you're looking to get something that's just maybe not top of the line, still does the job, it still has 5G on it, so in reality what you're losing is you're losing a little bit of screen brightness, camera quality, camera zoom, and overall tiny bit of performance. But as anybody knows that has Apple products, each additional generation adds on something minor, but nothing that's necessarily super significant, so that comes down to what you're looking for. But also, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and put a comment down below on what your thoughts are on this video. I know a lot of people who think the iPhone 12 mini is kind of a joke because they want the big screen, they want the big everything, and they want that max kind of feel. But I also know some people who really like the mini and think it's kind of revolutionary that they're sticking with the small size and really like that about Apple. Go ahead and put your comment down below on if you're a mini fan, what you are currently rocking today, and if you would buy a 12 mini. But I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are and what you guys think about this video, because I definitely think the mini sizing that Apple's keeping is definitely kind of a split road and depends on who you are kind of thing. So overall, guys, this is a iPhone 12 mini. Should you buy? See you next time.